Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have some Monster news to talk about. From our first look at a bunch of G3 new dolls being found early in store from G3 Catty Noir doll, Monsterfest Draculaura with food truck. We also have some more information on the newly revealed Series 3, Wave 3 I guess, of upcoming pre-production dolls including Nephra, Toralei, and Operetta, and more, so stay tuned and let's get into it. First up, we have some G1 news. So we just got revealed recently that we're getting the Wave 3 of the crew productions, and who that lineup includes with Operetta and Nephra. Well, Nephra probably, like, very likely, but then Operetta and Toralei have been like 100% confirmed with like actual listings having shown up. Now, Girlies and Ghouls actually pointed out something very interesting, that Operetta's original hairstyle with those like really tight curls, right, framing her face, apparently that specific hairstyle took a really long time for actual workers in the factories where they manufactured the original Operetta dolls. It took them a really long time to actually get the hairstyle just right. So that made me think, like, what if this reproduction of Operetta will actually not have the same hairstyle like the original one? I think they have to keep that same hairstyle, because otherwise it's not really a accurate reproduction. What I'm thinking that they might do is that perhaps they will for sure leave like the front curl that goes up, but the side curls, I'm not sure they will keep those. I think they will try to imitate those two curls on the side of her face, with just maybe making her hair kind of like swivel that way and like just gel it in place, but in a way where they don't have to have actual like workers doing that like by hand, so it'll make it easier for to actually get them distributed quickly and made quicker, right? So I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Maybe they will be able to have the front curl, but the side curls will no longer be, or again, they will try to imitate it as best as they can. If that's the case, I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's see. I'm also thinking, well, like, what about Toralei's like stripes, like for her bangs, like she had like stripes right across her one side part. So will they keep those stripes? I think yes. I don't think that would take a long time to like apply in a factory, right? So I don't know. Let's see. I'm just thinking maybe these reproductions might not be as accurate. I mean, we did see a little change with like Spectra's hair type, and also Abby's tinsel. Those are definitely big changes for the reproductions from Series 2. So let's see how the third series Wave. By the way, do y'all call these Wave or Series? I don't know what the difference is between. I always call these like a series, not a wave. Maybe it's like a European thing. I don't know. Then we also have an update on the upcoming Collector Celebrity RuPaul doll that has been leaked a little while back. Apparently, the price point for this doll will be $50 US, and apparently they will also be available on Amazon. So it will not be like a Mattel Creations exclusive kind of deal, which is good because I feel like RuPaul is such a big personality. It's like I think it's gonna be much easier for actual fans to get her if she's also like available on Amazon, because we all know how these releases go when it's only on Mattel Creations. It's a massacre. It's a bloodbath, and $50 US to me is definitely like a more appropriate price to the actual doll, because as we've seen her leak, right, it's not an actual new character inspired by RuPaul, or RuPaul as like a dragon character lady, whatever. Nope, it's just RuPaul dressed as in like a dragon costume, which I feel like a lot of us were disappointed by that revealing choice, me included. But I also feel like this makes the price it makes it more sense, because that way it's not actually like too expensive, but it's still $50 US is still, I mean, it's basically half of like $100, so it's still expensive, but at least it's not like 60 or 75. And with it being also sold on Amazon, I feel like that's also gonna lend it to being on sale really quickly. Perhaps it'll go cheaper with like sales down the line, so that's also very good. So I feel like this release might be really solid and actually might be attainable for a lot of fans. So moving on to some G3 news, we have a lot of actual findings early in store. Starting off here with the Fearbook dolls for Twyla and Draculaura. No Torlai in sight yet, but Twyla and Draculaura here are found by Hagulaura, and apparently they were found in a Kmart in Australia. So the price for Australia for these dolls in Australia for these dolls is going to be 45 Australian dollars, right? That's expensive. That's almost the price like what I would have to pay here in Switzerland. So, international prices for these dolls are insane sometimes. But of course, the US price will be $30 or something like that, which is still expensive because it's just one doll, and that's kind of shocking. Maybe it's actually cheaper, like $25 or just $29. I really don't know, but this is a good sign because obviously, if they're showing up already in stores in Australia, that means again Kmart. That means that they will show up soon in the US as well. And hopefully down the line as well, of course, in Europe and everywhere. So very exciting. I honestly can't wait to see Torlai because like her hairstyle just looks really fun and honestly reminds me of the original core Torlai doll from G1. So Torlai looks really good. I think Draculaura is like my least favorite. But Twyla actually shook me because her face screening actually looks really good. I think it actually looks very similar to the version that we saw in these stock photos, because sometimes the stock photo versions differ and vary from the actual final release versions of the dolls. Like the faces sometimes don't look the same. But with Twyla here, it actually looks pretty much the same. With previous Twyla dolls, I feel like she always looked very surprised, very scared, very spooked. But I'm happy to say that here, her eyes are a little bit narrower, and just the way the application of the face screening, or maybe also it's just like this specific Twyla doll, that might be a lucky find. But I hope that all of these Twyla dolls from the Fearbook line have this same new updated face screening, because again, I feel like she no longer looks scared or like spooked or like wide-eyed, like her. I feel like she actually looks really good. Like I love the makeup, and she actually looks really, really freaking cute. Oh, and here's also a look at the back of the boxes with the new artwork as well, shared by MXD Diet Woo. And again, the dark artwork never fails. Twyla looks super cute, Draculaura looks good, and Torlai looks stunning. But again, we'll have to wait for her actual full real life reveal whenever she gets found. Next up, here we have real life unboxed pictures of the Monsterfest food truck, including exclusive Draculaura doll as well, shared by Simply Rye. And yeah, I don't know where they found it, but we have seen pictures in my last video we took a look at that people have been finding this set already early in some stores, and I guess someone just picked it up. And I mean finally, because actually now we can see a look inside and like how it actually looks like with the food truck all opened up and stuff, and Draculaura as well, which just to remember, she does have poly hair, polypropylene. So that's a disappointment, but I mean at least it looks fine. It doesn't look messy, doesn't look bad or greasy or weird. It's just straight hair. The shades are fine, and her face screening is cute, like the dark lipstick, the makeup. I don't mind the makeup, the green, the pink. I just feel like the crown, you can really tell, especially with the other ghouls standing right next to her. The crown that she's wearing is nice, but it's lacking a lot of details that the other ghouls have painted or printed on the crowns that they're wearing. Draculaura's crown is just very blank and just like one color tone. Which is definitely, like, again, very disappointing, because I feel like they just really, downgraded this Draculaura and her overall Monsterfest look. But, still, I feel like she's a fine Draculaura doll. Like, if you genuinely want to get this set, and you have the rest of the ghouls, I mean, they do look really great together, as we can see here. And I feel like Draculaura holding the guitar, at least, it spices her up a little bit. So she looks fine. She's not ugly by any means. I just feel like, she could have had some tights on, some fishnets, some like little arm warmers, some cute little like sleeves, or some, right? Like I just feel like she could have had a little bit more to add to her dynamic look here. But it is what it is, and she's fine. She looks cute. I bet those pieces are fine for what they are. Just I feel like the playset obviously really made her. The budget took away from her doll design. Speaking of the actual playset, it looks like a fun time, but it does look really empty. I'm guessing if you only have Draculaura in there, so I feel like this is a better deal down the line, like maybe on a sale. But yeah, I feel like it's a good set if you you really want the playset and also the doll. If you only want the doll, then maybe just wait for a sale. And of course, we have our first real life look at G3 Catty Noir's core doll. First up, these pictures were shared by Freaky Fangulous. And right away, if you are looking for Catty as well, Freaky Fangulous actually found this Catty in California. Here's the specific address shared by Cleo's Nile. So if you are interested, here you are. But yeah, she's slowly showing up, you know, in stores. I feel like Mattel stores will probably have her first. So if you live close to a Mattel store, or is there just like one Mattel store in the US and California, right, where Mattel headquarters are? There's a Mattel store. I don't know how many Mattel stores there are, but if you live close to one, go check it out, because it seems that they are popping up. There is a limit of one per person, but I feel like, you know, the one is enough. But yeah, here's Catty. You know, Catty has opened up a lot of discourse, you know, surrounding her body type, and her outfit, and all the different bits and pieces. Now being able to see, you know, her full-on body, new body type, her new face screening, her new tail, her outfit in person, you know, I feel like she looks great. I feel like she looks great. Yeah, she's really cute. Don't get me wrong. I mean, the dress is still just very bland. Like, to me, I don't actively hate it. I don't hate like I don't want it to burn, you know, like the dress is fine. I don't hate it, but it definitely feels very safe and like just very generic to me, especially for a Catty Noir doll. Like the sleeves, like just all of it just feels like could have been better. But you know, the actual doll herself, like she's so cute, and I feel like just all the new body sculpts, like all the new sculpts for this doll alone is just like insane. It's like astonishing. And I feel like a lot of us thought the proportions here we have some pictures shared by Fade Hawks, but yeah, I feel like now seeing the actual body sculpt, and especially also a comparison between her and Abby. We'll see that picture later on, but yeah, it's definitely like a brand new body sculpt. Even her, she's even smaller, obviously, like she's not as tall as Abby, but like everything about her is just is bigger. So I feel like that's just very, very good. I mean, I don't know, I feel like this is it's a good step. I understand why people are against the dress, specifically because the dress is just, it's design wise just not very interesting. But I feel like her having a bigger body, I mean, it's just, it doesn't matter. It matters to me, and it matters to people, and I feel like it's a good thing, you know, especially because, you know, you can try out new clothes on her as well. It's like you have to keep her in the dress, and I've seen for sure that rainbow high shoes do fit on this Catty Noir doll, and I feel like on G3 dolls in general, like rainbow high shoes fit. So that's good information. And as to what she could wear, like I've seen some outfits here also shared by Fade Hawks. I don't know where these pieces come from. I only know the shoes are rainbow high shoes again. But I mean, it seems like some, you know, like plus size clothing for Barbie, like curvier Barbie dolls might fit this Catty doll. So that's good news, especially because she looks so cute in like this little casual moment. So definitely I feel like Catty is a very cute doll. I can only hope that, you know, she gets released across Europe and internationally as well, like really soon, alongside with Spectra and Venus, of course, too. I mean, Venus, she's starting to show up more on Amazon, but like Smith's Toys, I don't think she's available yet. So let's hope by the end of this year, they will all be available. That was the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and consider becoming a member today to support the channel if you're able to. And of course, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.